everybody? Super early right now, but we're going diving. As you can see, sun is nice and overcast. Sun is barely out, but yeah, we're gonna pack up truck right there and try and get on some fish. Trying out a new spot, west side again, because once again, everywhere else on the island is kind of junk conditions right now. Get waves everywhere and pretty windy, so just gonna go west side, new spot, test our luck and see what we can do. But yeah, we're just gonna pack up the truck and then head over. See you guys in the water. All right, guys, so on the way out, we were trying to get into the deeper water because I wanted to shoot more ukus, since that's pretty much the main thing I shoot when I'm on the west side. But you know, I came across this nice structure and I thought might as well drop on it. It was only about 20-30 feet, so real shallow. But yeah, I just dropped onto this ledge and I started dusting, and I saw a helu in the distance. And if you guys don't know what a helu is, it's a type of wrasse. I didn't even know that helus were good eating, but you know, I recognize them now. So he wasn't coming in for the dusting or the scratching, which was kind of weird. So I started creeping over to him just to try and see if I could get close, because he seemed pretty calm. So I figured maybe I could crawl my way over real slowly and get a good shot. But I saw him kind of circling underneath that ledge over there. You can kind of see him, that white and black fish over there, yeah. And then he starts coming in a little bit, so I was like, okay, maybe now he'll come in. But nope, not really. He's probably in range right there, but I didn't want to risk it. And then he goes in behind that rock, so I went on the other side of it so that he couldn't see me coming in. And by the time that I came on the other side, he was too late. And he's still pretty tame, even though I was right there. And then boom, just took my shot. And that was that. Never eaten one of these guys before. Oh wait, no, I have eaten one of these. Just kidding. My friend gave me one. But I've never shot one myself. And I think I'm gonna cook it a different way this time than I did before. But yeah, like I said, never knew these guys were good eating. I don't remember if I've ever seen one. I don't think I have. But even if I did, I wouldn't have known that it was good to shoot, and I would have just left it alone. But yeah, my first helu. First time shooting a helu. So that's pretty cool. I was kind of worried because they have those teeth, and I know nabetas like to bite people, so I didn't want to take a chance with this one. And yeah, that was the first fish of the day, pretty early on, one of my first drops. And then we made it out to the deep water. Here's just a school of big opelu. No, sorry, not big opelu, a big school of opelu. The opelu themselves are small, obviously, but just a type of bait fish for those who don't know. Unfortunately, nothing crazy was chasing them. I thought maybe I would see like an ono or a mahi or something crazy like that. But yeah, we started chumming, and then I saw a pair of uku swim underneath the chum, kind of check out the chum a little bit, but they didn't stick around. So I kind of just took a drop on them to see if I could dive bomb them, because I figured by the time I get down to the bottom, we were in like 65 feet at least. By the time I got down to the bottom, they'd probably be gone. So I just kind of make my way down there. You can see them over in the distance. I started making squid fingers. Don't know if that really works, but in this case it did work, because the uku, one of them turns around and starts coming straight at me. Doesn't come quite close enough, so I took a far shot. Luckily I nailed him, but you'll see in a little bit, my shot wasn't the greatest, kind of in the guts. And I'm actually surprised he didn't rip off, because he's like, you guys know, ukus are really strong, and this guy was ripping out a ton of line, and he was pretty deep too, so I didn't know if I could land him because I knew it was a far shot, and right before he started taking off, I kind of knew that it was low. But yeah, I guess I got him. And then my dad's right there, and so as I'm pulling this thing up off the bottom, he sees that my shot is low and in the guts. So in a minute, he's gonna go down and put a backup shot in just in case. So here's my dad's point of view, going down to secure my uku. He lines up his gun. The uku kept moving. I was on the surface trying to hold him still, but my dad eventually takes a shot and boom, gets him right in the head. Surprised he didn't stone it. I thought he did, but when I pulled him up, the uku was still kind of alive, which is surprising because it was a good shot right in the skull, as you can see there, but not quite stoned. This uku was pretty big. When I saw them from the surface, I didn't think they were that big, but I guess it was just the depth because they were far away, so they looked smaller. But this one was pretty big. I think I weighed him and he's like, what was it, 6.2 pounds. But yeah, good size uku. Pretty stoked about that. You guys know I love shooting uku. And the west side is probably the best side for these guys, honestly. And the east side, west and east are pretty good. But yeah, big uku. Good size one. Super stoked. So on this drop, I saw a nice looking hole. I didn't see anything go in it. Rarely. I was just on the surface and I saw it, and I don't know what made me check in there because it's a small hole. It's not like there's gonna be any lure or anything in there. But I just go down to look inside. Don't really have a reason, but as I'm going down, I'm kind of looking around, and then I look in the hole. You can see right there's a big pananu right there. So I was like, oh shoot, got lucky. And he comes back around, and I just, nice and easy, just put a shot in. I love when I catch pananus hold up like that, because a lot of times they're kind of half asleep or they're not really paying attention, and so it's really easy to line up a shot on them. And that was what I did here. Like I said, I didn't know he was in there. I don't even know why I wanted to drop on this hole, but good thing I did, because got a good sized pananu in. They're super cool looking. That star, their English name is actually the starry-eyed parrotfish, and that's why, because when they get to a certain age and a certain size, they get that star kind of pattern around their eye, which is really cool. Pretty nice colors as well, and that nice dark turquoise and those other colors. It's cool looking fish. But yeah, this is later I just showing the fish. That omilu I shot down in like 60 feet because I was looking for ukus and none of them were coming around, so I just decided to take that omilu. But yeah, good size uku, good size pananu, and then there's the hilu over there, my first hilu. The cool thing about hilu is that after you shoot them, they're kind of like moana kali, where when you shoot them, as they're dying, they kind of turn more red. Hilus are, as you saw in the video, they're super white at first when they're alive and swimming. Really just clear white and black. And then after I shot him, he turned that reddish kind of color. And then here's my dad. I was just on the bottom because I saw another pananu and I was trying to stalk it. And then my dad just took a video of me with the fish on my belt. Thought it would look cool. Yeah, super stoked about this dive. You know, this was a brand new spot too, so I've never tried this spot ever before. And to jump in and just be able to shoot fish is pretty cool. And then there's the fish on the rocks after we got out. Good size uku, good size pananu, the hilu, omilu. Overall, just a good haul of fish. Super stoked about today's dive, and yeah, the new spot provided, managed to bring some fish home and enough to give some to friends and family as well. So super stoked, super sick dive. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. Super awesome dive today. Managed to get some really nice fish and my first hilu. It's actually my first time ever seeing one in the water. Aside from, I watched my friend shoot one. I mean, I wasn't there when he shot it, but I saw it on his kui when we were swimming around. So that was the only time I ever seen a hilu. and then this time I actually managed to shoot one, so that was pretty cool. They're not very smart, and it's probably why I don't see them too often. But I actually didn't know that they were good eating fish. Like, I may have seen them in the past and just passed up on it because I didn't know that it was a good eater. But I saw a video by the YouTube channel Fish and Grills, and they said that it tasted good and they cooked it up and it looked pretty good. So I guess I'll have to try that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Remember, if you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. It really helps out my channel and I really appreciate it. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today, and I'll see you in the next one. Shoots, everybody.